And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Vintage Story. And I've gotten a few comments and questions regarding how to automate screws. And yeah, there is a way to do it. I'm not sure if there's a way to do it for steel screws, however. I have been told there is, but I haven't found it yet. I think something said with the lathe, or there's something. This is mainly for rods, though, not for screws. There's really no easy way to let's see, machine. Yeah, machine plate makes the block. This is the easiest way to look at what machines are in the game or in the mod. So pipe bender, that's for the chutes. Metal punch, that's what we use to make the drilled plates. There's the plates. There's a rod maker and some screws. That's the one we're going after right now. So without further ado, let's try our best at figuring this out. I'm gonna need some chutes. Let me just grab a handful of those. I do like that you can move the mouse. You hold Alt and then you can move the mouse and do things and stuff. Okay, so that is, if I remember right, it's been a hot minute since I recorded last. And then that is 2 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. And a rod. And the screwdriver. Did I not grab the screwdriver? I did. Oh, it's down on my hotbar. That goes there. That and that. So there's that. We're going to need 2 iron plates. Did not anticipate the iron plates. Okay. Ah! Darn it! That is just absolute, like, habit to hit E like that. There's my 2 iron plates. There's my screwdriver. There's that. And now we use that heavy mold that you can make from iron plates right there. And then 4 more of those. 4 screws. And there you have the soft metal press of screws. Now this, you cannot make a hardened version of this like we did with the metal plates. You know, maybe the mod author intended to be able to do that. But I mean, he's kind of moved on to other things. So the other one is the rod maker, right? So you can make soft metal press for rods. And let's see, heated metal plates, and then it spits out rods at a 5-to-1 ratio. So 1 metal plate is 5 rods. Now a metal plate is 2 ingots, right? So my mold here takes 2 ingots and gives you 6 rods, right? So it's, you know, more efficient to do it there. But let's look at the lathe overview. Lathe. Ingots come in, rods go out. Now, I believe we have a lathe made. And the other thing is, I did mention how in the world to make, or how to use the mixer. And I mean, he showed me a way to do it. Now, one of the issues with the mixer is it doesn't output at the same time as it inputs. So if we put both of those in there, no, I wanted to put them, good lord, shift clicking is just evil. Okay, so there it's actually taking them in. Is this on? No, it's on. Missing process. Oh, turn that on. Okay, so it's containing 8 liters, 12. So it's making 4 at a time out of 1. It's using 1 of each and making 4 at a time. That's what it looks like, which isn't too bad. So you can see I have a tank below. This is, and I have underneath that, I have a pipe going into this thing. And I've got some braided wire ready to go over here. So we're going to see if, there we go, 50 liters. Feed in liquid rubber. Feed in liquid rubber and braided wires. Add some heat. So it does not look like it likes to connect to the bottom. I don't know why that is purging. There it is. I guess that had a right click as well. Hey, look at that. It's actually making 45 liters, 44 liters. How many is this using at a time? 47, 46. So it's using, looks like it's using a liter per wire. Oof, brutal. But we have more wires. And as you can see, I sort of expanded my little platform here. And we are going to bring power out to here. How much power do we have to work with? We're running a little low. But the lathe, I think, is... No, that's a wire mill. Did I not... I thought for sure I made a lathe. Didn't I... I know I made a lathe. Did I make a lathe? Huh. Maybe I had to use it... No? Lathe. Lathe. Okay, well, we have to go make a lathe then. And look at all that wire. I believe it's a better ratio, but I don't think so, than the crucible method. Because, yeah, five of each of these made 1 crucible, which made 5. Yeah, whatever. I don't. It's an automated way to do it. I don't think it's a more resource efficient way to do it. So let's cross our fingers and hope that we have enough material to make this thing. Okay, so one of these, screwdriver, steel screws. So one of those. Then we have that. And then a screwdriver, that, braided wire, one of those. One of those. Screwdriver, this, that, screws, 2 of wire, 2 more sheets. Okay. Steel knife blade. Good Lord. Steel knife blade. Not something I had laying around. So I need an ingot of steel. No, that's silver. I don't have any silver. I'll just do an ingot. That'll be fine. As you can see, I made more heating elements for funsies. Let's get those in a semi-sane order here. And then I can finally... yeah, 600 units. Normally you'd have to smith these, but my tech molds mod, these are much easier to make this way. Okay, so I'm gonna put those away, grab some more. Light this up. I really wanted to cover cheese making in the series. I might, if nobody like really complains, might cheat in some milk to show that. But you can oh look at that, we have another lamb born. Nice. Generation 1, so you are Generation 1. Yeah, the other ewe who was not a Generation 1. She's no longer with us. And look at that. We have Generation 2 piglets. I think they stopped trying to get away from you at like Generation 5. But milking the ewes, right? Milking the ewes is near impossible when they're like Generation 0 or 1 or 2. As the generation goes up, they get more docile and easier to milk. Now, the big issue is I have not yet been able to milk any of my ewes. So it is what it is. Anyway, so getting milk takes many generations, and it's not like they reproduce in the other, it takes a long time for new generations to be born. Okay, so I want a steel knife blade. Is that even in here? Steel knife blade. Oh, I need a hammer. And the rest of this. I cannot be in a hurry doing this process. There we go. And put the steel bits away. Hey, I got enough for another steel ingot if I wanted one. Okay, steel knife blade is a go. So, back to lathe. We have the motor, the frame. We now have the steel knife blade. 2 of those. Steel screws. And the screwdriver gives us our lathe. So, ingots go in, rods come out. If we want, I'm going to try a little bit of steel. Otherwise, we would need brass. And I don't have any brass ingots to go, but we can try to get plates. Let's see, brass plate, soft metal for screws. This needs rods. Okay, so how do I want to do this? You know, you know what we should do? We should just smelt up some more brass. And where did my little brass cheat sheet go? There it is. So we're gonna want 2 of those and sphalerite. This is my recipe for brass, and you can feel free to copy it. 150, 150, 250, 250. So that is your brass. So using the factory for what it's actually used for here. Sorry about the noise. We want to turn... Oh, mode is already alloy. This is off. I like to have that off while I put the ingot, or the ingots in, or the nuggets in. And that way when you turn this on and it starts heating, network using 200. That is not ideal. We're going to turn that off. Okay. Network using 180. Okay, good. That one's already off. Can't turn that one off. None of the ones that I can... Oh. Good lord, I can reach so far. Again, that's a bug with my building gadget mod, but I've gone through that code so many times to try to fix that. I don't know what's causing it. Okay, so this is... Yay, making me some brass ingots. Glorious. How many did I make? Yeah, I made 40. This is another one of those recipes that I wrote down to use my mass molds. So there's 16 brass. We can turn this off as well. That's already off. That's off. That's off. I just wanted to get a little bit of power here. Okay, so do I have chests? No, I was not smart enough to bring chests with me. Of course, I wasn't smart enough to bring chests with me. Where's my building stuff? There it is. All right. So, this metal press wants rods, right? So, oh no, I wanted that off. That wants rods. Now, we're going to take the lathe, which makes rods. Ingots go in, rods come out. Boink, boink. And we might, if we right-click this, let's actually hook this stuff up. This goes down to here. This goes down to here. So this doesn't need anything heated up. Network using 192. Does this need to be heated up? This is a good question. Let's put in 8 of these. Oh goodness, we get bits back. We get 5 rods for every ingot. Because I put 8 in, right? Yeah. We got 39 brass rods and 40 bits. Wow, I didn't know you got bits out of this. So what is this? Requires 1 rod. Why are you not seeing the rods? Status error. I'm going to turn this off. Status error. Does this need to be heated? I bet you it does. I think I need 8, like something like this. Yes. And then let's grab a heater. I think an LV would probably be plenty. So we're going to do just 3 down the line. Brass, 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 brass. LV heater. This is just a guess. This is just a guess that this is what I need. So let's do the item hatch, heater, connect power. Is it not connected? I think it was. Maybe? It is saying it's going. Okay. So if we put our brass rods in here. Oh, let's... No, yeah, brass. Brass rods. So now they're heating up. This is still making 12 screw require 1 rod. Yeah, see how much information there is there compared to this one? Something is messed up with this machine. It should be running. Soft metal press screws. Oh, I know it worked at some point, but I'm not sure why it's not working now. You can see these are fully heated. Let's try steel. Wait, what? Network using 28. Well, what? How did that happen? Oh, it already processed them. Okay. So these should be heating up now. Steel bits. Hey, about that. That's awesome that we got steel bits out of that. Now I'm just curious. Yeah, I'm thinking something bad happened here. Let me break and replace this thing. There it is. Need material. So it says material or brass. So I don't think, yeah, it's not looking like it can do steel. So let's put the brass back in there. And there it goes. And you're getting 12 screws. So 1 ingot makes 5 rods, which is good. That is a phenomenally good recipe. I'm going to turn this off because I don't think these need to be a temperature because it just requires the rod. So yeah, this is much better recipe. So there must have been an issue with when I placed that. Something about the block entity didn't really get set right. So there's a whole bunch of screws now. So yeah, this doesn't want that. So let's turn this back on. I can't turn this off. That's already off. I'm gonna turn this off. So now we should be good. And I want to try to say metal rod steel. Material hold. Yeah, not what I thought. Let's look at other possible lathe, sheet roller we did, wire mill we did. There's really nothing else. We finally figured out how to use the mixer, so we have that at the very least done. So this is a nice little compact setup here. This provides heat for both this, and that goes around and underneath. And Bob's your uncle, we've got copper cables. And then behind here, this is actually the wire mill. This will make our wires. And you know, I'm setting all this up kind of in lines here, but you could absolutely daisy chain a whole lot of these together. It would just, there isn't the level of automation that people, if you're from Minecraft days, you know, there's not the level of automation that you might be used to. Like, there's not an AE system or refined storage. Like, you have to manually process all of this stuff, and there's really no easy way of limiting your ingredients going in, right? The mods are just not as well honed as they are in Minecraft, so just be aware. It's just unfortunate that this doesn't make steel. Really? Steel screws is not searchable? Oh, metal screw. Okay. Metal screw. Okay. Yeah, I am not seeing another machine in here. That could possibly be used. I mean, maybe if there's a... No, there's no alternate thing there. Machine block. Let's see. See if I missed anything in here. Covered pretty much everything there. Pipe bender, metal punch, metal plates, rods. So this rod maker can only be used for soft metal, like brass, copper, you name it. The lathe is what's required for steel, which is why I just made the lathe one. But in the early game, if you want to, if you don't have like my tech molds mod, this is the only way to make rods. You have to make this to make like the lower level rods. Wash plant, washing of gravel and sand. I haven't really gone into any of that in the game. There's a whole panning mechanic to pan for lower base things, like then it's not really fleshed out in the game yet, so I haven't really covered it because it's not really a very deep system. There's little bits here and there, but there's the next big thing they're gonna do is work on the lore. All right, so time for a audio warning. That is a lot of really hot metal right there. Yeah, when you throw stuff out of your inventory, it throws it, and it doesn't throw it as a stack. It throws them as individual items. I have so many screws. All right. Well, that covers pretty much the entirety of QP Tech. So anything else out there anybody wants me to cover, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to basically cheat in some milk, and we're gonna try to make some cheese. And there's two different ways to get some cheese. Two different types of cheeses, right? So I want to cover that because it's interesting and a little immersive, and you got a multiple step process to get to it. Look at all the screws. I just have more screws than I know what to do with. Okay, so that is the tool. Brass rods. Just cleaning up my inventory. Put that away. Put that away. Put that away. Put this back on. And put that away. And I think I'm back to even. And I got some chests. All right, so next time we will look at some milk and some cheese making. And yeah, I apologize for having to cheat it in, but it would literally take me 20 more hours or more of real time to breed enough higher level creatures to be able to milk them. It takes a very long time, especially if you don't get the pen set up right away. I mean, if you really wanted to go down that level, you want to get those pens set up right away and start breeding your animals right when you start a game. Otherwise, it just takes so long, it's almost not worth it. But anyway, that will be next episode. So, I thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time.